All right. Hello, everybody. Welcome to episode number 225 of our Your Next Level Masterminds. And our topic for today is, what's something you'd love to achieve before the end of the year? What's something you would really love to achieve before the end of the year? Okay. Whether it's in life or in business, it doesn't matter. Okay. That's, to me, a pretty important thing. And I want to share something with you about that in a moment. But before we do that, for those who are watching the replay, may I suggest strongly that you reach out and connect with each one of these people. They are making their time available to you, their expertise, their experience, their passion for what they do, and more important than anything else, the experience that they have. They can open opportunities and doors and provide you with information and thoughts and support that you never thought existed. And you're going to get access to it for free if you just simply book a time to go and talk with them. That's all you have to do. It's that darn simple, okay? So before we go any further, let's get them introduced to you. Let's start with you, Kristine, because you were the very first one here, followed by John D. Allen. Kristine, over to you.
Yes, good evening, good morning, wherever you are in the world. And hi to you all on this panel, this mastermind. It's always great to be here. Thank you, Peter. So I'm Kristine Best. I'm a wellness strategist. And I love to empower leaders, entrepreneurs, and if they have teams, I can empower them too. Because people need wellness. And if you don't have wellness, your business is not going to operate very well. I've created the Liberate system, a blueprint to wellness. And that has been designed for leaders, entrepreneurs, and their teams to get the best out of their body, to get the best out of their brain, so that everything works at its optimum and you shine to everybody in your organization and to your clients. That's going to make a huge difference to your productivity, your morale, and your culture, and your bottom line. So it reduces your absenteeism, presenteeism, and so on. That's what I love to do. And you need me.
Thank you, Kristine. This time next week, I wanted you to try and do that in 60 seconds.
Okay.
See how you go. It's a bit of a challenge, but see how you go.
All
Okay?
right. Sure.
Well done, by the way. John D. Allen, followed by Tina.
Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, everyone, no matter where you are, this big wide world. I'm John D. Allen, Allen Small Business Coaching. What I do is teach trust-based selling and marketing. Basically, what happens is, if you don't get to the person's real problem, they're never going to buy from you, okay? So many hear a surface problem, they give the best darn presentation you ever heard, only to hear, I'll think about it or I'll call you. And when that happens, you know as well as I do, those people are gone. So like my cohort here, Brian K. McNeil, he's the world's leading authority on sales training. It tells you the same thing. You have to get to the person's real problem. So with that in mind, my contact information's in the chat. Reach out, let's talk. Thanks, Peter.
Thank you very much, John. Thank you. Tina Huggins, followed by Mark Inkster.
Thank you, Peter. So, the pain, stress, and struggles that divorcing men and women go through. Well, there is a way to find peace and assist the attorney while going through divorce, saving you thousands of dollars. My name's Tina Huggins. I'm a divorce coach, specialist, divorce planning specialist, restorative family mediator, and conflictual co-parenting coach. Thank you for joining us.
Beautifully said. Thank you, Tina. Well done indeed. Mark, good to see you in the middle of the night, followed by Alan Edwards.
Yeah, I'm Mark Inkster. I'm a founder of the Strangers Community. I'm not for profit. I'm a wealth making opportunities educator, and the Strangers Community's your generational business partner. And we're here to help to partner with you and grow your generational wealth and opportunities through marketing and support. So that's what we're doing. Reach out. We can help you in many ways.
Thank you very much, Mark. Well said, matey. Alan Edwards, followed by Vangelis.
Hi, Peter. Hi, everyone. I'm Alan Edwards. I'm a property investor and developer based in Hampshire in the UK, and we convert buildings from one relatively low value to a relatively high value in social need. So what do I mean by this? Well, there are lots of empty offices around that are costing people money to keep them running as empty. And what we do is we acquire those buildings and we repurpose them into high quality residential. So, for example, we're converting a 3,500 square foot building in Alton in Hampshire, lovely little market town, into 5 new flats, thus helping to solve the massive housing crisis in the UK and providing much needed resource for people, as well as relieving pain for property owners who've got empty properties. I'll put my details in the chat. Thank you, Peter.
Thanks, Alan. And in fact, it is a huge crisis, isn't it? This housing crisis in the United Kingdom is worse than people realise.
Yes, it is actually, and people talk a lot about it, but there's not enough action to solve the problem. So there's a big homelessness problem, and rents are going up, lack of affordability, and so on. So really, the more of these old buildings that we can repurpose into new accommodation, the better. So we're certainly up for the challenge.
Well done. Thank you. You're doing a great job. Well done.
Thank you,
Vangelis,
Peter.
over to you, followed by Dr. Chris.
Hello, everyone. Vangelis here in Costa Rica at the moment. I work with companies to help them improve their efficiencies, their key performance indicators, and I also include the human element because sometimes the remedy is not solved by a business tool. And a lot of times it's the psychological barriers that hinder people's performance. So I work with companies to help them increase their product awareness, their service awareness as well, in their executive briefing centers and helping customers realize and utilize the services and products that they've purchased. Thank you.
Thank you, Vangelis. Well done, mate. Dr. Chris, followed by Bishakhaa. Nice to see you.
Hi, folks. Dr. Chris Williams, Arts Media Consultants. I help business owners, leaders, and entrepreneurs who loathe presenting get to love it and not feel like they come across as complete dicks on video and Zoom. Why? Because 85% of all online communication is via video these days. So my aim is to get 50 executives in 50 weeks comfortable, confident, and credible on camera. Dr. Chris Williams, Arts Media Consultants.
Beautifully said. Thank you so much. 63 seconds. Well done, mate. Bishakhaa, nice to see you. First time on this particular group, so everyone make her feel very welcome, okay? Over to you, Bishakhaa. Give us a minute or two about what you do, and then we'll followed by Brian K. McNeil.
I'm sorry, did you say something? I'm sorry, Peter.
Just share a little bit about what you do.
Oh yeah, sure. So my name is Bishakhaa. I'm from India, and I'm a social media and branding specialist. I help coaches and founders and brands to create their presence online and get leads and consistent business from there. So that's what I do.
Beautifully said. Well done. Thank you very much indeed. Brian K. McNeil.
Good morning, everyone. My name is Brian K. McNeil, and I am a sales confidence coach. I'm also super excited to be in this circle of amazing people. There are so many amazing entrepreneurs that are offering services that genuinely do help people like you guys do. But a lot of the people that offer services that do help people, a lot of them do not earn the money that they could or that they should. And very often the reason why they don't earn that money is they simply do not know how to sell it well. or they're using antiquated methods of selling that no longer work. And what I do is I teach them what to say and do so they can sell themselves, which they often forget, and their services better than they ever have before, so they can earn more money than ever before. I do this through my coaching, through my workshops, through my talks on platforms, or my books. Celebrate with me, because last Wednesday I held in my hand for the first time my 8th book, and I'm super excited about it. It's called Selling Financial Services is Different: What All Financial Professionals Must Know So They Can Earn More Money. Brian K. McNeil, the world's recognized authority on selling services.
Thank you very much, Brian K. McNeil. Well done. Our apologies for today, Tony B.
Whoa, 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 it was my time, Peter.
Beg your pardon?
I said, what was my time?
I didn't measure you because I know I should have done it. I didn't. But I've got it on the recording. I'll let you know. Sorry, Brian. Okay, apologies. Tony B, Glenda Kroll, Dr. Annika, and George Norgal. Okay, so here's our topic for today, everybody. What's something you'd love to achieve before the year ends? Whether it's in life or in business, it doesn't matter. But before I start with you, let me just share one thing, because this was life-changing for me. This is so simple, but it really made a huge difference. What I did was I got a piece of paper and I put a line down the middle. And on the left-hand side, I put down what are the things that I desperately really want to achieve this year. Okay. Now, I did this, the first time I did this was nearly 11 years ago. So I put down what they were. Now, whether they were in terms of financial freedom, if they were financial freedom, in particular, what was it? Was it money? If it was money, how much money did I want to earn? Was it how much per month or whatever it was? Was it anything? Was it happiness? Was it deeper connections with my family? Whatever it was, I put that down on the left-hand side. Okay. You don't need a huge list. I think I had four key things that were really important to me. And here was the clincher. On the right-hand side, then, I had to put down what I had done in the last month, the actions I took that would help me achieve the things that were so important to me. And that truly blew me away, because all of a sudden I realized I was spending a whole lot of time doing things that had nothing to do with what was really important to me. Okay, that was how impactful it was for me. So I'm asking you to think about that very simple exercise, because we are all busy, right? We are all busy, but are we busy doing the things that are so important to us to give us what we really want? In my case, it wasn't. It wasn't at all. I was busy doing things that had nothing to do with what I really wanted to do and what I wanted to achieve. So I thought I'd share that with you. Okay. All right. So what about you people? What's something you'd love to achieve before the end of this year? Brian, over to you. Your hand's first one up.
Thank you, Peter, for that exercise. And I suspect I'm going to caution people, if you take Peter's challenge and write that down and then write what you've done in the past month, I'm going to encourage you to be gentle with yourself, because we knee-jerk say, I've done nothing. But that's not true. You've done some things. Just think a little bit more, be creative, because if that's what you really want, your subconscious is moving you towards it. It might be subtle. It might be just that you're writing more or thinking about it more. So just be gentle on yourselves. I have been on a major writing kick. I'm writing 2 and 3 hours a day, every day. I'm writing when I wake up. I'm writing when I go to bed, and I'm striking while the iron is hot. I am trying to capture my brilliance, write articles and write books. I'm super excited about this book here, Selling Financial Services is Different. And what I've learned is, in my writings, sometimes while you're writing one thing or going towards one direction, something else will appear that takes your attention from it. And sometimes that something else is better. So my major, and I have another book hot on its heels. I'm going to tell you guys the title of the next book that's coming out. and I just want to watch your faces and see how you respond to it. But the book title is, and it's going to be out soon. Timid entrepreneurs have skinny kids. Okay, I got the reaction I was looking for.
Mr.
Timid
Zig
entrepreneurs have skinny. Well, Judge Zig Ziglar's older brother in the 60s wrote a book called Timid Salespeople Have Skinny Kids. And no one else I've heard made that reference. And since I've been in professional sales of the 90s, other than John D. Allen, because John D. Allen's a champion that I really, really miss. So my big goal before the end of the year is to secure a $10,000 plus corporate speaking gig based on one of my books. I want a 10 grand plus based on one of my books, whether it's Selling Financial Services Different, Mastering Sales Language, or Timid Entrepreneurs Have Skinny Kids. That's my big goal this week. I'm working very hard towards it, and I'm going to keep going. I'm going to just keep writing. I almost want to encourage everyone, just start writing more. Capture your brilliance.
Well done indeed. By the way, make sure you put your best contact details in the chat, okay, so people can actually reach out and talk to you. Okay, Alan, over to you.
You're muted, Alan. Still muted.
Yes, thanks. Sorry, my controls are playing up here. That's why Brian K. McNeil beat me to the raised hand earlier. My reactions are all dropping off the bottom of the page. But anyway, I'm still here. One of the big things that I've got is happening on the 9th and 10th of August, which is an in-person event for the Circle of Fame. And this is something organized by Elena Apalkova, who is sometimes on this group. And it's a 200-person event over 2 days. And we're doing a workshop for 1.5 hours of that 2 days. And it's entitled Creating Wealth Through Property. And I've got some guest speakers coming along to our 1.5 hour session, and we're aiming to make it a massive value for the people who are attending the event. It's going to be not just ourselves speaking, there'll be lots of other speakers, and there'll also be a party on the Saturday night as well. So it's like a weekend of networking and discussions, talks, presentations by experts. And I'm honoured to be one of them who's doing that. So the rest of the year, we got lots of targets, but that's the inaugural event of the Circle of Fame. So we're hoping there'll be other events later in the year that we can participate in and do more in-person event speaking as well as speaking online. Thanks, Peter.
Thank you very much, Alan. And by the way, back to you, Brian. You're right. By all means, do that little task I gave you a suggestion about, but Brian's right. Don't be too tough on yourself, okay? Because I can tell you we are all guilty of that. We are all guilty of spending too much time in the wrong places. So be kind to yourself. Okay, who'd like to speak next?
Tina, I know you got a lot.
So yeah, I do have a lot. And if we look at the process of what I did the last month, and no, I didn't work on anything the last month. I didn't realize just how much downtime my body took unrelated to I can't say unrelated. It was related to what was going on for me, but I didn't notice it until about July 6th when I actually had the energy to start back in. So the things that I want to accomplish by, well, and I said by the end of 3 months here, but by the end of the year would be to increase my monthly income by $4,000 and to finish my book, which I have been diligently working on since the 6th. and get 3 courses completed and uploaded. I have been working on those, but not I don't have my format, so I've got to get the format and stuff done. I do have the first one in my head, and it's related more to sales aspect, so it fits into this group, and it will be ready to go probably by the end of the week. So that one will be completed and be ready to upload. So the last month I didn't get all of the things. I didn't work on my book. I didn't work on the courses. And it seemed to me like I had way too much on my plate, all because of it was the month that my husband died. So it was kind of interesting how my mind and body kind of shut down and needed more rest, which you don't realize you need. So I've made sure to plug in downtime now, because my downtime wasn't plugged in, so it was only happening when it could happen. So I made sure that I plugged downtime in, and to get this all done, I time blocked 1 day a week that's just for getting these types of things done. So I have set everything in motion. I did that before June, or in June, I should say, at the end of June. And once June or July 6th got here, after the hoopla here in the States, then everything just seems to fall into place for me.
Thank you, Tina, very much. By the way, I am the worst offender when it comes to, how would you say it, not taking enough time out for myself. I hear what you say, Tina. I hear that. And guilty as charged. I am guilty as charged. Yesterday, I spent time with the monks in the village, okay, in between visits to other places. And I'm going to share it with you next week. They shared with me 3 incredible things, 3 habits that I should adopt immediately in order for me to maximize the opportunities I've got in life, whether it's in business or in life. So I thought I'd share them with you next week if you're interested, okay? All right, who'd like to go next?
Kristine, I'll bet you got some good stuff for wellness.
Yeah, I was just making a note of it because I wanted to tell you about all of them. I've got 5 things in particular that I want to achieve by the end of the year. I want to have finished my book, Circle of Connection, Trauma to Wellness. Probably try and finish that by September, October. And I want to help 100 businesses between now and the end of the year to decrease their absenteeism and presenteeism and increase their productivity, morale, and work culture. I want to speak at an international conference. I have spoken at one, but I want to speak to it, well, probably more than one, several international conferences in person. The last one was virtual. And I want to also have paid speaking gigs. So that's 3 things. The 4th thing is that I have a charity that I've set up with 2 other Australian businessmen. And by the end of the year, I want to have, I want to help this NGO in Uganda to establish at least one enterprise that will generate income so that we can start developing the sustainability farm that we have planned. And that will help kickstart a medical centre, accommodation for widowed women and orphaned children, because AIDS is killing a lot of people over there. And a lot of kids are orphaned because of that. The widowed women will work on the farm and in the community, helping people, especially like AIDS sufferers, the aged people, disabled people, helping kids get to school, and having books or musical instruments that they can use. And the sustainability farm will provide obviously fresh produce, but it'll provide jobs for people, and it will just help those communities to be self-sufficient. And that model can then be replicated elsewhere in the world. So that is something I'm quite passionate about. And the fifth one is my music. And I want to perform.
You know how to save thousands of dollars?
I want to perform at a concert, international concert, with world-class musicians, me playing my percussion and also performing a couple of songs.
Thank you, Kristine. Thank you. By the way, the Uganda mission sounds pretty interesting. Could you put some contact details in the chat for us? Maybe we
Yes.
can all support.
Sorry?
Maybe we can all support in some way.
That'd be awesome.
Anyway,
Thank you. Thank you
Okay.
very much.
thank you. Vangelis, over to you.
I would like to accomplish a couple of things. I don't know which order to put them in. I've been working on getting my residency here in Costa Rica. I've been working on getting my LinkedIn account back up. I've been working on getting my I have a business that I've been working on, and I would like to be able to get my commissions on it. And there's a whole bunch of stuff that's just on hold because I was born in Greece, and I was put into an orphanage when I was 6 months old, and I was adopted at the age of 2. When I flew from Greece to Texas, the embassy in Greece created a passport with my first Greek name and my adopted last name. My birth certificate has my first Greek name and my last Greek name. When I was naturalized in San Antonio, they put on my papers that I had no name at birth, and so all they have is my adopted name. Well, I can't prove that I'm those 3 names because nobody thought it was important to create a document that said I'm the same person. So I can't do any of those things I said because I can't prove I'm me. I can't get my LinkedIn up because I can't prove I'm me. I can't get my commissions because I can't prove I'm me. I can't get my residency because I can't. So there's like 5 or 6 things that have been on hold for decades. Okay, so it's just so the thing that I would like to accomplish is to get this name thing done, because then I can get my fingerprints and then I can get all this other stuff done so I can finally say, yes, this is me. Okay, so that's the best way I could have put it. So it's like 5 things I want to get accomplished, and they all hinge on this one thing. So that's what I want to get accomplished by the end of, really, it'd be great in the next month or 2. Thanks.
Wow, Vangelis. That puts
Unbelievable.
on the word when you think about it, right? Goodness gracious, you got to prove who in the heck you are, right?
What a great story to help build a business with, being able to prove who you are. That
Yeah.
is an awesome story you got there, Vangelis, to help promote your business.
Storytelling at its best, must say. I mean, this can really help you, actually. Yeah. You can.
Well, yeah, I'm thinking I'm probably not the only. Well, it was right after the war, in 1945. Europe was basically devastated, and there were who knows how many thousands upon thousands of babies, like I was born in the 50s, who were in the same situation I was in, where there's no documentation and they were just sold. And there was a lady that actually wrote a book about it. She lives in England, and I was corresponding with her. She said, yeah, you're like one of who knows how many thousands upon thousands upon thousands of people in the same exact scenario. So that's why I know I'm not the only one. And it doesn't seem like a big deal, but it's like every time I go somewhere, like when I came here to Costa Rica And I was going to do the Social Security stuff. And they said, okay, so let me see your birth certificate and your passport. I said, well, they don't match. Well, how do we know it's you? I go, I know. It's just the same thing I run into all the time. So, and I can't do it in California either. California requires me to have a birth certificate for my adopted name, which I don't have that because there is nothing. I wasn't born with that name. So I can only do it in Texas because they don't care. So you just find out all these things that, you know, these are the guys that, and then I was in San Antonio and I went to the immigration. I said, look, you guys made an error on my naturalization papers. Well, they're not going to admit they made the error because that would be fraud. So I'm just kind of, you know, realizing a lot of these things I'm having to go through. So anyway, yeah.
Vangelis, you may not be the only one, as you said, but it's still a hell of a story. It is one heck of a story. Wow. Thank you. Thank you very much. Dr. Chris.
Well, after that story, what can we say? Vangelis? That's amazing, and it's not a small thing at all. It's a huge thing because it speaks to your identity and who you are, and how other people perceive you, with all that sort of bureaucratic chaos that they've created, no fault of yours. That's pretty remarkable. I'm just wondering, is there a way of oh, I don't know, but there's got to be a way of finding out. No doubt you've explored every avenue that you can to get it clarified. But yeah, but you're up against bureaucrats. So yeah, nothing's easy when you're dealing with bureaucrats. Good luck with that.
Thank you.
Well, yeah. Mine's actually not dissimilar to Kristine's in many ways. I want to get my book published. I've written it, but I need to get it published. I need to re-establish some core authentic marketing. Actually, just coming back to Tina, I had a significant consulting gig on the other side of the country a couple of weeks ago, and I'm finding that I'm still recovering from that. It was delightful. It was fantastic. I loved it. It was really hard work, but delightful hard work. And just coming back home, I'm really struggling to get motivated again, because that was such an exceptional gig. So I've got to re-establish some kind of marketing thing, because it's just, anyway. So I want to secure another 2 of those kinds of gigs between now and the end of the year, because it was a really good one at a university. And it's like Kristine, some paid speaking gigs, and also getting my show together. I realised earlier this year or late last year that I've been in the performing arts for 50 years or more. And so I thought I should celebrate that in some way. And it involves music, it involves mime, it involves a whole stack of things. And I'm putting a show together but I'm trying to remember songs I wrote 20 or 30 or 50 years ago. And it could be a bit tricky because I don't read music. And so, yeah, I'm looking forward to getting that done. And because I was playing guitar for 2 hours straight after not playing it for a long time, I've destroyed my right shoulder. So when the doctor said, how'd you mess up your shoulder? I said, playing guitar. I think I'm the only person on the planet that's had destroyed their shoulder by playing guitar. Anyway, so that's what I'm doing, and taking time out for ourselves is really important. Taking time out to, intense activity, and I think as we get older, and I'm probably older than most in the room, we don't realise how much longer it takes to recover from even good experiences. So taking time out and looking after ourselves is really good, and I should probably be talking to Kristine Best about that at some stage. That's me.
Thank you, Dr. Chris. Bishakhaa, what about you? What have you got on your plate you want to achieve before the end of this year?
A lot, actually. Let me tell you everything, what I have planned for myself. Hold on a moment. It's my phone ringing. I'm so sorry. Yep. So I'm really looking for some stability in my life, emotionally and like in my work, because I have been monitoring my work, and I have seen that while I'm able to do the stability and the posts and everything for my clients, get them clients, everything, I'm not able to do it for myself because I can't afford myself. Seems like that. So yeah, I'm too expensive for myself. I'm not able to do my own things while I'm able to do the same things for my clients every day. So I would really like to do something for myself, to make a few courses, I would say, because I have seen in my city there aren't a lot of digital marketing academies, like teaching the new kids about how the world's going and about digital marketing and everything. So I would really love to make one or two courses and upload them on my LinkedIn, share with the kids in my city. And I think that will really help them start learning about the digital world at least, and then achieving something in that's something. And yeah, really emotionally stability, I really need that in this year, by the end of this year. So hoping for that. I love helping people generate leads and business from LinkedIn and Instagram. So yeah, I hope that I am able to do that for myself too. That's me.
Bishakhaa, may I offer a suggestion?
Yes.
Change the word of would and hope to will. I will.
All right. That's a good one.
Because the other part is hope and would are somewhere out in Never Land. And there's a good chance that's where they'll stay. So change it to will. I will do it.
All right. I will.
Thank you, John, for saying that. And also, Bishakhaa, to piggyback on John, please drop the I'm not able to. I'm not able to sell myself because I'm too expensive for myself. I'm not able to. I'm not able to. You said it like 3 times. Okay.
Am I manifesting that?
Oh, you'll watch the replay. You'll see it. You'll see it on the replay.
Unconscious mind is listening.
Okay.
Isn't it?
That's a nice learning. Thank you so much, everyone.
It's interesting how we can never take our own advice, can we? We're all pretty good at advising other people, but we never take our own advice. And I'm just looking. Sorry to interrupt. But the voice, the mysterious voice of John D. Allen, who's sitting in the shadows there, coming out with wisdom from on high. It's great.
The shadows are courtesy of the sun coming through the window, and not enough light in the rest of it.
It's called Rembrandt lighting, John.
Oh, is that what it is?
Yep, it's called Rembrandt lighting.
Thank you, Mr. Sun.
Bishakhaa, one more bit to help you. Yep. You said, I can't afford myself. Okay? Yes, you can.
I can. I will. Definitely. I am actually planning a lot of things for my business to scale it better and reach out to more people. It's not like I don't have clients. I do have business and clients, but I really want to organize it better and, able to showcase it better, because as I told you, I'm able to do it for clients. And I also hope that I am able to do it for myself. Am I right this time? Is it the right way to talk?
Yes, ma'am. We are all working.
You're getting better, but you don't hope to do it. You do it. Okay.
I will. And
you're getting better
Brian,
that
it
fast.
feels like I can definitely do it. Yeah, the way you say it. Yeah. So yeah, I also, as I told you, I am planning to create a few courses for the kids in my town, because this is a really small town and people don't really focus.
I'm going to create new courses for the kids.
I am going to create new courses for the kids in my town, because yeah, I think they can do a lot better than they're doing right now. Yeah, I can help them get some more knowledge about digital marketing, and so that they can also compete with the people outside the town, So yeah, that's something which is in my goal. And really mental stability, because last few days have been like roller coaster in my life. It's been really up and down. So I'm really planning. I'm trying to get more stability in my life, mentally and physically. Yeah.
Welcome to your next level. Good to see you.
Thank you.
Mark.
Thank you, Peter. You have always been such a support, and you have always pushed me to join the classes and open up and talk to people. That is amazing. Helps me a lot every single week. Trust me.
Well, make sure in the chat you put your contact details so
I did.
we can connect with you.
I did. And I would also say, Vangelis, is it Vangelis?
Mhm.
Is it? I think you can, if you are clear about the services you want to provide, you can actually provide your services online without that identity stuff. You can.
Really?
I'm doing that.
Yeah, he can. He can. There are so many people providing their services with faceless accounts without actually putting up their name and face. He can definitely do it.
Bishakhaa, do me a favor. Talk with Vangelis because he's one of his challenges comes back to even getting an account on LinkedIn organized because they're bureaucratic as heck.
Yep, he can do it. There are so many people running their LinkedIn accounts like a page and not from an individual perspective. So he can do that. He doesn't need verification for that. And on Instagram too, and Facebook too.
Okay.
Okay.
I'll leave you.
So if you want to know more about it, please connect with me. It's not a paid connection, or you don't have to pay for the call with me. Just connect with me, and I would love to help you, Vangelis.
Okay, thanks.
Excellent. And then we'll all be able to afford you. Okay.
Mark, how about you? You're muted, Mark.
Me?
Yeah. What have you got on your as an objective before the end of this year, Mark? What would you like to achieve?
Well, it's about making my charity self-reliant. But since everyone's talking about the book, I just finished mine today, and
well done.
Just reading through the rough copy before, and I'll finish it off in the morning, completing it and fine-tuning it. But it's the 45-minute strategy. What is it? That will multiply your income and freedom through network marketing. And so this is something I've set up for my nonprofit, and I'm going to release it as an ebook, and I'm going to put it out in as many languages as possible this year. And I'll also turn it into a course as well. So we help people to create online courses, and my charity does, and ebooks, and turn them into multiple languages. So we can do all that for you at speed. Yeah, that's something that I've been working on in the background, and we're just rushing through. My websites are coming live. My Google money's finally arriving. Just having trouble with ID and all that as well. Everything's getting mentioned, just like I'm going through similar stuff too. I run my LinkedIn and stuff like that, no ID, stuff like that, because I can't be bothered going and getting a passport. And just for them. And so yeah, but I plan to take my mother overseas before the end of the year as well, for her 80th. So it's another goal as well, personal one. And yeah, it just feels like things are finally coming together for me, and that as well, with based around my non-profit and my e-commerce store. So they'll feed off each other. That's my goals. That, and just keep growing myself. So
Mark, that is really good to hear, because you've gone through some pretty tough times, right? Pretty darn tough times. And I am so proud of you, and I'm delighted that you're actually coming out with a book. I mean, this time 12 months ago, you wouldn't even thought about that.
on an Amazon bestseller.
Good.
That about 4 years ago or so. And I just did that on the spur of the moment. I was at a manifesting thing, and there was I decided, how could I challenge myself? So I decided to go and find the money. And from deciding that I'd become an author of never wanting to be, I was an Amazon bestseller within 4 months. And that's
Wow. Wow.
Transformations Unleashed.
That's very good.
Well done, Mark. Well done.
Yeah, I don't post about it. It's just quiet. And I did it on my charity on the Strangest Community with I just co-author with some other business coaches and stuff like that. But I'm the only one that plugged my non-profit and stuff like that. I did it for the Strangest Community. So yeah, that's most of the things I do, right? It's for giving to others.
Thank you for sharing. Well done. You're a champion man. John, you've had a lot to say about everybody else. What about you?
I have a couple major goals for the end of the year. The first one is this is a personal one, to really strengthen my relationship with Glenna, to make it the best I could possibly make it. The second one is to start doing some actual posting on LinkedIn and Facebook, because as everybody's well aware, I haven't posted anything. I've reposted a lot of stuff. So it's time I got off my ass and started doing it myself. So that's my goals.
Thank you, John. Anyone got a last quick comment before we finish? Otherwise, I want to say thank you for helping. Any other thoughts? Any other thoughts?
What about you, Peter?
Yes, Peter.
My goal between now and the end of the year is to be able to keep talking to you all.
Oh, that's so sweet, Peter.
Okay.
So sweet.
That
Okay,
is
before everybody goes, I would like to say something. Any of you, if you have any confusion regarding how to set up an account or how to grow, it's not about, money anymore between us, I think. Please reach out to me and I would love to help you people. Anything you need in LinkedIn or Instagram or Facebook, any content strategies, anything you need, please reach out to me. I have left my LinkedIn portfolio link on the chat. Please connect with me, okay?
Bishakhaa, I've got an account with LinkedIn, as you know, right? Because that's where we first met. But I can't verify my account either.
You don't need to, Peter.
Good, because I can't. And the reason is because my passport hasn't got the chip in it that they're looking for. Or if it has, it's not showing up or whatever it is.
Yeah.
So I'll just ignore it.
Yeah, you don't need to verify yourself online on LinkedIn to run a business, I think. Yeah.
No.
Actually, when someone said apparently in America you don't need to provide a passport, a driver's license is enough, but in Australia you need to provide a passport, and I refuse to do that because there's so many scams and things, and people, and the passport is as Vangelis knows, a passport is the most legal identity document that you can have, and so if someone steals that, that's certainly not a good thing. So I refuse to do the verification thing on LinkedIn. I'm sure LinkedIn will survive without my verification.
I'm sure. Okay, thank you, Chris. Thank you very much, Bishakhaa, for your very kind offers of support. I mean, I'm sure you'll get many takers. Okay, and thank you for joining us for the first time. I hope you can come back again next week. Okay.
Lovely.
All the best, everybody. Thank you for
Thanks,
your
Peter. Thanks, everybody.
Take care, all.
Thank you, Peter. Thanks, everyone.